I Wanna Be by Key. Key is a successful singer, actor, TV presenter, and fashion designer. He was an athlete in middle school competing in water skiing. He signed with SM Entertainment in 2006. He got his first chance as a background dancer for a movie and joined the group Shinee in 2008. He released his first debut album, Face, in 2018. He decided to re-release it on the day he set to enlist. I Wanna Be is the first album repackaged. How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of I Wanna Be by Key.
Key, I Wanna Be.
Yeah, man.
First album repackaged. I checked out Face like last week.
Okay.
So the only difference between this is number 1, number 2, and number 13.
Okay.
Everything else, so the album would normally start with one of those nights.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, how you feel about this album artwork, man?
I think it's pretty nice, man. I like the blue and everything like that, and I feel like just the center of him standing on a piece of earth is really dope. I just think it's a dope shot. And I like the color of his suit. It's kind of in contrast into the blue and everything like that, so I think it sticks out.
Yeah, I think it's dope as well. I mean, throughout the project, you have, themes of him wanting to be close to somebody and then wanting to be alone. So him kind of standing alone on an island, it just seemed very appropriate.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty dope. I like the way it looks, especially with the island floating in the clouds.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Really dope.
The flow of this album, actually, I don't even know if I want to say the flow, but I just want to say like the vibe, the sound of this album. It's really, I could feel like this album could be played in a lot of dance clubs. And the reason why I say that, and I'm probably going to keep talking about it, is these damn chorus breaks where they add all these extra instruments and it just feels like you're supposed to be dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you get like a lot of tempo changes throughout the project, but it just seems to kind of just sway back and forth like slowly, smoothly. It's like a smooth roller coaster ride back and forth.
Yeah, most definitely. The flow is really, really like fun and vibrant and just full of energy. But at the same time, it got like, the low points where, you can hear him crying his heart out, but then it'll just pick up again. So it has that really balanced flow that will have you getting into it and getting sad, but getting back into it again. So it really played off that flow really well.
Highlights. Look, man, I Wanna Be featuring Soyeon is really dope.
Yes.
Like, I love the fact that that's one of the new tracks they added. Is so good. It's arguably one of the top songs on this project for me.
Yeah.
One of These Nights featuring Crush is another dope track.
Yeah. Like,
I really like how it starts off with a smooth acoustic vibe, and then like it just turns into like a somewhat dance song.
Yeah.
I love the way the guitar comes in for the hook on Good. That's really dope. Honest has a really cool vibe for it. Forever Yours featuring Soyu is a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good collaboration. This was like the first K-pop album that we reviewed that had this many collaborations on it. And I was actually really glad to actually see that.
Yeah.
Imagine is completely in English. It's a really smooth song that I liked as well. Easy to Love and The Duty of Love are also two of my favorite songs on this project as well. It's just something about The Duty of Love. It just has like a really good feeling and vibe to it. And the other thing I want to point out is I love how he transitions from going into falsetto to like smoothing it out. Like when Show Me came on, I got like almost like Maroon 5 vibes with that joint.
Yeah.
But then when Good came on, I was just like is he heading into like sexy back Justin Timberlake style of vibes? Like, so he was doing a lot of different sounds and different vibes with what he was doing, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely. This album could definitely work in the pop area here in the States, like for real. Like I can feel this being played on like the iHeart Radio countdown or something like that. I feel like it's got that sound to it. I Wanna Be was a strong way to start. I feel like it was a great collaboration and it just sounded really great. Show Me was another favorite where I was just like, yo, this song really hits. One of Those Nights I thought was really dope because like how he would say like that's the key and everything like that. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, play on his name, right?
Yeah, right. Good. I just thought it just sounded just really dope. Like I don't know what it's just like. A lot of songs on here are just really catchy. Like you said earlier, if you're not moving, it's just like, you're not doing what you're intended to do. Every song is going to make you move. Forever Yours sound like that can be a hit, man. Like, for real, that can be a hit worldwide.
They have a video for that.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's a really, really great song. Imagine kind of threw me off because I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping at first.
I was like, hold on, is this the same album? Oh, he's speaking all English. Well, I thought that was really cool. But the song itself, I thought was really cool. I like the lyrics. I like how he was singing and everything like that. And production was really, really cool. I Will Fight, which you'll get to. I like the song, but I will agree to what you were going to get to. But I like the song a lot. I thought that was dope collaboration. Like we said earlier, we're not too used in the K-pop albums that we have listened to hearing collaborations between the artist and another artist. So it was pretty cool, hearing, just somebody else give another level to the song, whatever like that. Easy to Love was really, really dope. And This Life sounds like it could be like a stadium chant song, because I feel like that's something everybody can relate to. But just the way the song sound, it sounds like it's meant for like a crowd, a big stadium area of a lot of people. So yeah.
Lowlights, man. I actually have two.
Okay.
One being, as you said, I Will Fight.
Yeah.
I felt like Vixen's energy didn't match the energy that Key gave to the song. Like, when you listen to the song, I feel like he's giving his heart, but at the same time, I feel like he's kind of doing it in a stern manner.
Right.
But when Vixen came in, like, his voice is a little too laid back, and
I could agree with that.
It kind of took me away from the energy of the song, because his energy was. And then, like, it came back when Key brought the hook back in, and then Vixen came back in.
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, he should, like, because towards the end of his verse, he got a little bit more energy, but it didn't matter. I felt like he had already kind of sucked some of the energy away from the song.
Gotcha.
And then the song Cold, which I don't feel like it's a bad song at all.
Right.
I just feel like it's in the wrong place. I
Most
feel
definitely.
like they wanted to keep the rest of the album intact, so they didn't want to change anything around. But it seems like Cold would have been better somewhere in between, like, Forever Yours and Imagine, maybe. Like, kind of slap it right in between there, because it fits right in between those two tempos.
Right.
Then I think it would have worked out a little bit better as far as that song went. But it just seems kind of weird just being thrown at the end. I know it's a bonus track, but for the cohesiveness of the project and for Show Me and I Belong to actually be, I Want to Be, to be added songs, they still seem to fit in the context of the project.
Yeah, when it comes to Lowlights, I really don't have much to say. I mean, it's getting like that with a lot of these albums. Like, it's just that it hits on the right notes. Everything, I love the variety and everything is voice. But yeah, I really don't have many Lowlights. I could piggyback what you say about I Will Fight. Now that I think about it, it does kind of bring the energy down. You would have wished that he kept the same kind of energy. But yeah, other than that, not many Lowlights about this album.
Final thoughts, man. Look, I just want to point out, first of all, shout out to So Young, because her verse was crazy.
Yeah.
I like her energy. I feel like I need to check out some of her solo stuff, because I see she does have solo songs.
Okay, cool.
So when I looked on YouTube, I just put her name in and she has solo songs. So I was like, okay. So definitely need to check those out. Some of those going to have to go on the reaction list.
Yeah.
Which one should we do?
Let us know.
Yeah. And on top of that, he did a really good job of balancing the styles in which that he wanted to sing. I felt like if you're a fan of, say, even Usher, you can get some of that here. Justin Timberlake, you'll get some of that. Maroon 5, Chris Brown. Like, he still embodied what we've heard from Shinee so far.
Yeah.
But he also did his own thing, and it didn't sound nothing like Taman's project. And that was one of the main key things I took away, that Key's music sounds different from Taman.
Key things. I see what you did there.
But it's just one of the main things you got to take away is that for them to be both group members, they both have their own vibe, and they both have their own lane, which is really dope.
I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly what I was going to listen to the album, was like, how is this going to be different from Taman's? And, I know we only heard one project from Taman, but we've heard enough to see listen to how distinctive that they sound. So to get a whole nother, I guess you want to say, side of Shinee, it was very appropriate and welcoming, because I was just like, yo, they actually all are unique in their own kind of way, and I can tell that they all have their own type of sound. Even when we checked out Onu and everything like that, we've been getting different sound from each member, so I think that's really, really dope. And I feel like that he has a very strong project, even though that this is a album repackaged, and I know people have heard most of it already, But for new listeners like ourselves, I feel like this is a great showcase of his ability and his talent.
Final grade, man. I give it a check. I really feel like Key showed how he's unique.
Yeah.
He's not doing what everybody else is doing. He's got some dope collaborations, which, like I said, we haven't got a chance to hear a lot of collaborations. So it was really good to hear because they came out really good.
Yeah.
Really dope all over the spectrum of K-pop. And he's doing a hell of a job with the falsettos and you know, everything that he's doing. And even Imagine in English is really dope as well. So I think y'all should definitely give it a try. Check it out.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll give it a check. I feel like if you love any type of, like, you know, I'm going to use it, for example, radio pop music, for example, I feel like this is in your lane because this is better kind of than what I hear on the radio. But I mean, it just got that feeling to where every song could be a hit in its own way, and you're gonna come out with this liking at least a good half of the album, maybe even more.
Absolutely.